Hi. When it comes to networking, do you have a strategy? My name is Sarah Bowling, the perfect pitch guru. What I've found over the years is I am an avid networker, and maybe you are too. But here's the deal. Whether you love networking or whether you hate networking, this is something that we literally need to do as small business owners. Why? Because it's in those networking environments where we build our know, our like, and our trust relationships. It's really interesting when people go into networking and they do these events and they spend all this money and then they go, man, I did not get any return on investment. It was an absolute waste of time. And the question I always pose is, what did you do to set yourself up for success in the networking environment? And often they'll go, well, I just arrived. And I mean, I'm obviously not talking to you because you wouldn't do that, would you? No. So we're talking about everybody else. Let's be honest with yourself for a moment. Do you have a networking strategy? Because if you don't, there's no way that you can get the return on investment that you need. Again, you might say, but Sarah, the perfect pitch guru, I've got a perfect pitch. Good. My question remains, have you got a networking strategy? Today, what I want to share with you is part of the Perfect Pitch program. And this is to basically network like a ninja. And the system that I use is called the Trilogy to connect and conquer and beyond. But today I want to talk about the actual trilogy. So let's just have a quick look here. Do you agree we need to have a strategy? Because if we're just going in, it's a waste of time, right? So we've got and we'll just call it for now, we'll just call it a networking strategy. Righty-ho. So we've got a networking, strategy. Here we go. Before you even get into a networking room, so the before, that's the first part of the trilogy. Before we even get into that room, what do you need to do? A couple of things. You want to know exactly who is going to be there. How do you know that answer? You ask the organizers. If somebody's invited you, you can literally say to them, fantastic, would love to be at that event. Out of curiosity, who is going to be there? Because the way we speak to a small business owner may be very different to how you're pitching and speaking to a huge corporate company. So again, knowing exactly who is in that room before you begin means that you're able to create a strategy that is aimed at that audience that you are actually speaking to. The second thing, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, is plan. In other words, if that networking event starts, let's say it starts at 12 o'clock, starts at midday, plan so that you are there early. Why? Because he who runs into the room late has nowhere to sit and gets all the attention for the wrong reasons. Because let's be honest, lateness is not a good look. So get there nice and early, you know who is present. And another little tip, have your business cards handy so that when people actually get chatting to you, when they start saying, wow, I like this person, I'd love to do business, you've actually got that card and you can connect with them. And there are all sorts of electronic versions these days, so it does not even have to be paper. You can save the world, okay? That's our before. There's a couple more of those, but we're going to just touch on those today. The second thing is during. So this is the second part of the trilogy. What are you doing during that meeting? Really important is that you proactively listen to those who are in the room. So in other words, if other people are standing up and delivering their pitch, you proactively go, is this someone I would like to do business with? Is this someone that I could refer somebody else to? Is this someone who I perhaps don't need at this stage? And you'll find that when you become a proactive listener, other people around you observe that, and they become a proactive listener when you are actually standing up there and delivering. Of course, the most important thing during that meeting is that you've actually got a perfect pitch. All right, let's move on to the third part of the trilogy, and that is, what do we do after the networking event? This is where the magic lies. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. What happens after the networking event? This is the piece of the puzzle that so many people miss. After that networking event, you need to reconnect with every single person that you met with, every single person that you engaged with. Because the truth is, if you don't, they forget you. So set yourself up for success. A simple follow-up email. It could be a connection on LinkedIn, on socials, whatever it is that the way that you want to actually connect with them, but you want to have a follow-up. Now, in each of these, there are so many more elements that we can add into it. There's checklists, there's a whole lot of stuff that we can add into it. But that's all we've got time for today. So what I would love to do is I would love to invite you to the power-packed Perfect Pitch virtual online live event. All you need to do is click on the link. I will see you there and share a whole heap more of networking tips and pitching tips with you so you can take your pitching to the next level. My name is Sarah Bowling, the Perfect Pitch Guru, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there.